And is it just me, or am I like, what's Bondi doing, by the way? What's she gonna do when she's like done with what she's doing right now? Her truth telling adventures. Is she gonna write a book, or is she going to sit on a council or a committee, or is she gonna run for president herself or vice president for the next term? If that happens, who knows what's going to happen there. I'm just saying, I like the terminology she uses, and I like her fact-finding missions, and I don't mind DeSantis either. I really don't. Although some days I'm looking at China, and while it looks a little bleak over there in some ways, I'm like, we're not that far off, and we're like technically more broke on paper and don't have as fine of a record either. So it's like, you know what? Like, we can't even yell about humanities violations anymore because we're like looking terrible with those. Just, I say the country's out of alignment. The economy is a joke. We're not really sure what's going on with that, whether it even exists. Do we even have an economy? Do we have a financial standard? Is there a gold standard right now? Do we have anything in the treasury? Is the Dow Jones all just manufactured? Are there any wolves left on Wall Street, or are they deserted right now? Are the streets deserted on Wall Street? Those are things that people need to be analyzing. Anyways, I'm not a structural firm or a holdings firm or a stockbroker's house or any of those things. I just know how to play the Dow Industrial wisely and how to use those funds to sink into socioeconomic interests that usually happen in times of crises like war. You know, that's definitely always a profitable option. Not necessarily anything that's of, any problem, just like metal, steel, that kind of thing, things that build things. Those are necessary ventures when you're looking at war. Who has the most assets, and how can they be acquired quickly if we don't have them already? These are questions you have to answer with quick action. You can't just be like focused on that problem for 3 months at a time. Unfortunately, that's how some people who have those brilliant minds and know the answers to these questions are being forced to maintain their sanity at this point. Because there's nothing you can do. You can know that all you want to, but unless you're underutilized or somebody sees the brilliant,